It feels like the government is attacking my memories as an American just because I'm also Iranian. I visited Iran once when I was pretty young and another time last year after Trump left the nuclear deal. We visited some cultural historical sites like Persepolis, which is in Farsi, it's called Takht Jamshid. I remember going there and being like, wow, this is a historical site of an empire that existed 2,500 years ago that emphasized multiculturalism and had an interesting way of governance. And I just thought it was so cool to see that history in one of the countries I call home. And I remember riding a horse. I thought that it was just so cool. I felt like a Persian prince riding on a horse in this ancient capital. So that connection also feels a little tenuous. I didn't think it could because these ruins have been there for thousands of years. I saw an article recently that had a picture of Persepolis because it's one of the most famous historical sites in Iran, and saying basically this is a cultural site that could be targeted by Trump, in his list of 52 cultural sites that they might attack. My name is Ryan Modashemi. I am a 21-year-old Iranian American. I was born and raised in the US, specifically in the Bay Area. I've been worrying about war with Iran since Trump was elected president, but there definitely is fear. I talked with my grandma on the phone, and what she said is, in my experience, I've experienced war before, and violence, etc. I'm 83 years old now. I'm going to sit in my, apartment in Iran, and if they bomb us, they will bomb us, and I will die. Being born and raised around 9/11, people had a negative view, and there was kind of a stigma to being Iranian American. I've been so relatively attached to my family in Iran. The connection, I think, becomes really vivid when unfortunately someone in the family passes away, because you can't so easily go to Iran when something happens to one of your family members. You can't just get on a plane and go. You have to think about, is my plane going to be shot down in the sky? Or am I going to be detained there? Or when I come back, is the US government going to try to detain me or investigate me just because I went to Iran to visit my family? It kind of has just been surreal in the past week, and in one way gratifying, because other people actually reached out to me to discuss what was happening. So people that were close to me who, don't have a connection to Iran, talking to me about that part of my identity felt really good. And so in a weird way, that I was able to use that sense of gratification to drive forward a purpose of talking about Iran and, emphasizing the positives instead of dwelling on the negatives. And I've been hoping to continue taking those opportunities.